Is Hume's fork outdated within the context of modern philosophy? Have you ever wondered how we know what we know, especially when it comes to ethics and morality? This question brings us to a fascinating concept known as Hume's fork. Developed by the philosopher David Hume, Hume's fork divides knowledge into two categories: relations of ideas and matters of fact. Relations of ideas are truths that can be known through reason alone, like mathematical equations. Matters of fact, however, are truths that depend on our experiences and observations. They can change and are not guaranteed to be true. Now, let's think about how this applies to ethics. Hume's fork raises important questions about how we justify moral claims. If moral statements are not relations of ideas, they must fall under matters of fact. Yet, moral claims often seem to express more than just factual statements. They imply obligations and values that go beyond mere observations. In the realm of modern philosophy, Hume's fork still holds some influence, but it also faces criticism. Some philosophers argue that it oversimplifies the nature of knowledge and reality. They believe that ethical questions are more complex than Hume's strict division suggests. Modern ethics often looks to combine both rational thinking and personal experiences when discussing morality. This suggests that Hume's clear-cut categories may not fully capture the richness of ethical reasoning. Moreover, Hume acknowledged the role of emotions in ethics. However, his fork does not fully address how emotions interact with rational thoughts about moral duties. In contemporary discussions, the distinction between relations of ideas and matters of fact can feel too rigid. Many modern ethical theories, such as virtue ethics or care ethics, blend rational thought with emotional and experiential elements. This indicates that moral knowledge cannot simply be sorted into Hume's two categories. While Hume's fork remains a foundational idea in philosophy, its strict separation might not align with the more integrated approaches to ethics we see today. Philosophers now often argue for a more comprehensive understanding of how we make moral judgments, one that includes emotions, social norms, and personal experiences. So, is Hume's fork outdated? In many ways, it may not fully fit the more complex discussions we have about ethics and morality in modern philosophy.